Hey guys, it's Moving 20 here, and today I'm going to show you how to install the 6 launcher for DayZ, and also which thing you need to get to be able to play, or which armor you need to get. So you need to start out, with Steam. For me, is what I do. You go to the store, you type in combined operations, or just combined, it should come up, and it is $30. It does make you do this birth date thing, whatever, and that's it. You download it. You make sure it works. You need to run both of them at least once. But after that, you don't ever have to touch it again. It's a good game though. Try it, but never have to touch them again. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Google Chrome. To get to the day to the 6 launcher, I usually go through the DayZ mod site. Type that into Google. First thing that comes up, and you need to click on download alpha version right here. Scroll down, 6 updater suite, then download and install the software. Should bring you to another page. Now there is a new thing right now going out, which is play with 6, which is like, I guess, a new version of 6 launcher. I'm not using it. It's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be more of a larger kind of thing, um, so that you can play or have multiple games set up. Oh, you exit out of that. So you can play multiple games that go through this, not just DayZ. I don't know any others, so I'm just gonna download this version, which you need to go down right here. Don't click this, don't click that. All of these, yeah, just don't click on them. It's bad. From one friend that told me he got a virus from clicking on one of these. Um, so you need to come down here. V2.9.7 pre is what you need to click on. So you click it. It should download the SU setup. Let's see, show in folder, and it should come up in your downloads unless you change it. I usually just like going to downloads because why not? Okay, so now we're going to open it and run it. Now it's going to extract the files. One second, you gotta give me, or let me log in here. It's going to keep extracting files when that goes. You don't even need this anymore. You can close that. And basically, once you're here, everything is pretty straightforward. Just next, accept terms of license agreement. You can read it. I'm not. Um, computer's name's Roger. Change it to Spencer. Organization, get rid of that. Which I don't know if you actually have to get rid of this. I just do. Then next, install. It's going to install. It's going to download two things for you. It should be the 6 launcher and the 6 updater. 6 launcher is what you're going to use, and 6 updater will come up also. Now, from what I understand, that's just supposed to update the 6 launcher. I never used it. I don't know if I need it. I think it's probably it hasn't been updated in a while. This is the make update button. If you go to that and upload it. And there we go. So 6 launcher here and 6 updater. So this is the one you're going to be using. No, I don't want to launch the program yet. Okay, so you should have these two shortcuts. And when you play it, you want to launch 6 launcher. Okay, and it does have updates every time, so it's going to ask you if you want to update if you aren't the administrator of your computer. Now, this is a way to get onto servers right here. Click verify. It's not going to really do anything. Right here, you could get onto servers, selecting it and joining it. I don't use this. I don't think it's accurate. It doesn't give a lot of information, and I feel like it's second party to the normal one, because it gets the information from the already going 6 launcher. Okay, close that. But you just click launch. This is where you also update DayZ. When you load this, it's gonna say update here if there is one. Usually it'll just say verify and launch. But you just wait for it and it'll run. Also, it may take a little while, especially the first time. Um, and it won't work if you didn't run Operation Arrowhead and uh, just the normal armor too, because I'm not even sure why, but it won't run. Period. If you don't, so don't forget that. Okay, guys, now we're on the menu of DayZ. It should say up here that it's DayZ. Um, the first thing we're gonna look at is the player profile, where you should start out with one profile, and it'll be with the administrator name. You can leave that or change it. I made a second one because it didn't work for me the first time. You have multiple names here, where you can choose which how your character looks. Um, I gave up on trying to choose one because there's just so many, and it's just hard to remember which ones you looked at, and I didn't feel like going through all of them. So yeah, that's up to you. There's also you can put some kind of glasses, spectacles, reading glasses, whatever. Uh, Also, the speaker and the pitch don't really matter. Uh, you do hear yourself yelling when you are being mauled by zombies, though. That's the only real thing. So now let's move on to options. We do have video options. We have a good amount of them. Visibility, normal. Interface resolution is good. Make sure that's your screen resolution. 3D resolution is what will slow down your computer though, because that's how well everything looks. I keep it pretty low usually because I'm recording. Also, notice down here we have advanced options. So sometimes when you change interface resolution, like down my icons, see, and that drives me crazy. It's so annoying. But down in the advanced options, right here it says interface size, normal. There you go, you fix it. There's also some other options in here. Don't use a lot of them. Don't change them. I mean, obviously, if you make them lower, the game's gonna run faster. Just not gonna look as good. So we'll get out of that. Also, audio, pretty simple. Just the only thing you probably need to know about it is VON. That is voice in game. That's when someone's talking to you, not when you're talking. That's microphone. Then also music. I do recommend turning off. That music can get in the way sometimes of the game sounds that you need to hear. Controls you can't really change. I have problems with them. Game options. Uh, I don't even know what aiming dead zone is. I think it starts empty. So, and then also head bob is where your character shakes back and forth. I like it a little bit, but it's only there when you're first person, for one. And two, if you turn it off all the way, it just looks kind of weird for your screen. It looks like you're just kind of gliding. So, but that's also your decision. Difficulty doesn't do anything because you can't make controls. You can't have control over that. Okay, so now onto multiplayer. Here are all tons of servers. These are all US servers because I used the filter. Always if type in DayZ for your mission. That will make sure so no other just normal armor servers will come up. Also for expansions, full servers, make them show and pass or you don't have to, but that's what I recommend. Password hide. It's passworded so you can't get in. So why do you need to see it? Host, type in whatever you want. I type in US most of the time because I want to be in a US server, and most US servers have US somewhere in their name. Ping, you want to keep below 300. I even say I try to keep it below 100. 300 won't kill you though if you're on a server that's running well. Most of the time, however, servers aren't going to be running well, especially because we're in alpha. So try to keep it below 100, 150. 300 is not going to kill you, but I don't recommend it. Minimum max players, you shouldn't be able to infer what that means. Um, so there's a few more things you should look at. Is like if you click these, it shows you where like I'm clicking it, so now it shows the max or the most players in a server, and now it's showing the least amount of players server. Same thing with ping and everything else. I think host is alphabetical, so is mission and type. Um, Now, in the names of the servers, there is these things like it says veteran and regular here. Then there's also some that says expert and hardcore. Expert and hardcore, I think they're the same thing as everything else. You just can't get out third person. Um, Regular and veteran are the same thing, except there's name tags. And in regular, name tags will pop up if you put your cursor anywhere near somebody. And sometimes that's a problem. You'll be like standing next to somebody, and they'll be like kind of behind you, and their name tag just pops up for some reason. It's just kind of annoying, and I don't really like it. Also, that means other players can see you if they just happen to put the cursor on you, even if they can't see you. Your name's on their screen. They're like, there's somebody in that direction. I just, it's not the best idea in the world to have it. Some people like it. That's fine. I don't. Um, Now with right here it says 3D on and CH on. Now 3D is third person view, and I prefer it on. And crosshairs is CH, which I also prefer on. And crosshairs are only there when you're in third person. Now also sometimes you'll see 1 and 0. 1 means on and 0 means off. So so you guys understand that is how you specify on what kind of server you want. It also gives other information like, the time zone or what time zone the server's on, because, it's real time. And then, beta and version information stuff, you don't usually need to know that, because usually most servers are up to date.